would start off by saying it's the Milwaukee Bucks for sure, in my opinion. You have home court advantage. You're at home. You know the fans are going to be sick, crazy, drunk, having fun, and causing problems. Plus, it energizes your team. It energizes guys like Drew Holiday and Middleton. On top of that, role players for the Phoenix Suns, they struggle on the road, and that's throughout the NBA. Whenever guys are role players, they tend to struggle on the road. So when you look at that, Phoenix is on the road. All they got to do, as far as I'm concerned, in Milwaukee, is stay the course. Do exactly what they did in Game 3, starting off with Giannis. Allow him to use that big frame and that big body in the paint. If he does anything outside of dominating the paint, I'm going to take issue with that. Do not shoot three-pointers. No, no, no. Maybe if you're up by 30 and you feel good about it and you just want to pull it at that point in time. But outside of that, no. Dominate the paint. And then allow Drew Holiday to do what he did in terms of getting all up into Devin Booker. And when Devin Booker decides that he wants to pass the ball to Chris Paul, slide him over to Chris Paul and try to get up in that. When he's off the court, allow P.J. Tucker to do his thing. So I believe it's the Bucks with the edge because home court advantage in these playoffs is extremely important.
Well, look, for Game 4, I agree. It's the Bucks with the edge. And what you mentioned about role players is interesting to me because you know who's great at home usually? Chris Middleton. But Chris Middleton, because he show up on the road big as though he's not a role player, as though he's a star. Remember, I've been saying Chris Middleton is usually good, sometimes excellent. That's why he's usually not an all-star. Once in a while he is. He's made 2 teams in his life. I was talking to Andre Snellings, Dr. Andre Snellings, our very own at ESPN. And on my radio show, Max Kellerman Show, 2 p.m. Eastern.
Shameless.
Get that in.
You know it. And he was saying it's not that Middleton, he's right about this, not that Middleton's usually good, sometimes great. It's that a lot of times he's not good. And then sometimes he's amazing, right? And it averages out to what he is. So there at home, Middleton might have an amazing game. And Key, what you said about the crowd juicing these guys at home, no doubt. We saw it with the Bucks, and now with that, no Dario Saric, and if Ayton winds up in foul trouble, the same thing can happen. I like the Bucks in Game 4. I still like the Suns in the series, though. Yeah. They still have home court. They still have the 2 most dynamic players in the series are both in their backcourt. And as much as Giannis might want this, I don't think anyone in this series wants it more than Chris Paul. So I agree with you for Game 4. For the series, I think the Suns still have the
advantage. Well, it's going to go back and back ping pong. The home team wins, right? You go 2-2, you even the score. Now you go back to Phoenix. They win. Now you go back to Milwaukee. They win. And then in the end, it falls in Phoenix's lap. And at that point, Game 7, anything can go.
Right.
Do you expect a big game? Oh, go ahead.
No, until the road team wins a game, it's whoever has home court's probably going to win.
Do you expect a bounce back game from Devin Booker? Because we've seen what he's done with the back against the wall.
Devin Booker is the type of dude you could smell it on him, but you saw it in the bubble last year. You're seeing it in these playoffs. If he could have a bad game again. He could struggle for a couple games. You're not going to keep him down for a whole series. He's not built like that. Devin Booker is. If the Milwaukee Bucks are thinking that Devin Booker, we have this under control, I'm sure they're not. But they don't. Devin Booker's going to explode, and they're going to have to be prepared for that. They're going to have an answer for it.
Well, I think when you look at it, Drew Holiday has to be the answer for it, though. If you want him to have the same type of shooting night, 3 for 14, or something very similar, 10 points, or something very similar to that, you got to do exactly what you did in Game 3. Don't change. Don't change at all. If you think about the defense of the regular season for the Milwaukee Bucks, they were probably one of the top 2, if not the best defense in all of the NBA.
Guys,
why not carry that into
real quick,
Hold
Molly?
up 1 second. I just wanted to bring in, because we got another champion with us. Kendrick Perkins on the line. Big Perk, you there?
Why am I looking for him?
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on, Molly?
There he is. All clean,
showing
all
up like
black.
a hitman on the air. Look at this.
Perk, have you been hearing us on who's got the edge in the series?
Yeah, I've been hearing it, Molly. I've been listening to it.
I'm not hearing him. Are you, Max?
I'm not hearing
All right, we'll work on getting Perk. Max, you pick up your thought.
And I have to remember what it was. You were Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday's defense. Drew Holiday is a great defensive guard.
I'm not giving you no room, though.
What I'm saying is Drew Holiday's a great defensive guard against smaller guards. He can lock up smaller guards as well as anyone else. Bigger guys, and Devin Booker's not miniature. Bigger guys can torch him.
But the problem is, if you Drew Holiday, I'm underneath you. Where you want to put the ball at, I'm right underneath you. I'm right there. I'm not giving you any space. I'm harassing you. I'm being aggressive. Just like I was down 2-0, I got to take that same mentality in 4.
I just don't know
if I don't, then you're going to, if I give you that space, yes, you're going to torch me. But if I'm smaller than you, I'm up on you. You want to put the ball on the ground, I'm right up underneath you. I'm not allowing you to have that space.
But he has been. There have been games, even in this regular season, where he's gone against longer players and got lit up. You know, and Devin Booker's the type of dude who can score.
But I'm paying you $100 and something million to be exactly what you were in Game 3. I think he can duplicate that in Game 4.
That's the issue with paying someone. I mean, I'm happy Drew Holiday got his money, but the issue in the NBA is when you can't get a Chris Paul, right? He's on the trade market. Oh, we can't get him. We can't match up salary. What are we going to do?
Yeah, but
you
let's
can
not
trade
act
for
like
Drew Holiday.
But Max, let's not act like Drew Holiday is chopped liver.
No, he's good. He's a very good player.
Good
and a clutch player. And a clutch player.
He had a
But put it
great
this
game
way.
three.
Both ends of the floor when he's on.
My point is, if the Bucks ownership, those hedge fund dudes, wouldn't have played Milwaukee cheap, which they did, and they would have signed Brogdon, they didn't want to because they didn't want to pay that luxury tax. They let him walk and got no compensation. Then when Chris Paul's on the trade market, you have stuff you can match up and bring him in. And if Chris Paul were on the Bucks win the chip this year.
Yeah, but
I don't
you
think
can't
they
start
do.
thinking about the ifs, though, Max.
No
you
doubt.
can't worry about when they didn't pay somebody luxury tax because you didn't know that you were going to see Phoenix in the finals. You had no idea you would even be in the finals. You hoped to be in the finals, which they landed
lucky
in the
to
finals.
be in the finals.
Well, shoe here, shoe there, yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.